There's something different going on, and I have to ask the question. Pricey, what have you done with your hair? It's amazing, isn't it?
I just gave it a little wash.
It is amazing.
It's quite fluffy.
Bit of styling.
Yeah.
This brunette bombshell, Carrie. Wow. How's the locks?
Do you know what? I had the same colour hair for 35 years, and I was bored, and I thought, why not? So I'm giving it a whirl.
It looks great. It's amazing.
My son's not dealing with it well. Quite. He keeps looking at me and he goes, when's old mummy coming back?
He thinks you're the evil twin.
Are we throwing it open to a poll?
No, we're not throwing it
Whether
open.
it looks any good or not?
Really? Coincidence, because I was actually going to go blonde tonight.
Oh, we should have talked. We
Well,
could have done it together.
can't do it now.
Oh, you look great with some little tips, some little highlights.
No, not tips. I mean just the full thing.
That's Jason
We can work on that.
Yes.
All right, time to see what's making news this Monday, the 22nd of August. And a landmark workplace review has found sexual harassment within the Australian Federal Police is rampant, almost double the national average. Nearly half of all female staff say they've been sexually harassed in the past 5 years. More than two-thirds staff say they've been bullied. The AFP is promising to take immediate action.
The report has exposed pockets of behaviour that I can only describe as all of this ends today.
The AFL is backing Port Adelaide's handling of Saturday's banana throwing incident during the game against Adelaide. Power fan is facing a possible lifetime ban after she was caught on tape chucking the banana at Indigenous Crows star Eddie Betts.
I don't think anyone doubt the fact that it was a racist act. A banana thrown at an Indigenous man is unambiguously racist.
Eddie Betts says he was disappointed by what happened. The fans apologised and agreed to undergo cultural awareness training. The Olympic Games are wrapped up in Rio, with Australia finishing 10th on the medal tally with 8 gold, silver and 10 bronze. Torrential rain didn't dampen the spirits of our athletes, who were led into the closing ceremony by gold medal rower Kim Brennan.
Just the pride that the whole team has had wearing the green and gold, to be able to lead them into the closing ceremony is incredibly special.
And some of the heroes have been brought Brisbane CBD to a standstill today. It's been transformed into New York City for the latest Thor movie. Thousands crowded to catch a glimpse of stars Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston on set.
I came to see Tom. I came for Hemsworth, and I just got a glimpse of him. It's looking really good. Sun-kissed.
Oh my God, it's so exciting. Brisbane playing
New York?
Brisbane playing New York City is a bit like me playing Chris Hemsworth, which is completely plausible. That was
That's the most exciting thing that's happened there since Expo 88. The whole town was going crazy.
Just on that, how good was Expo 88?
Family holiday, the only time we ever went that way.
Amazing.
Expo 88 was amazing.
And the New Zealand pavilion, you remember the queues around that? Russia, Expo wasn't he adorable? So many memories.
I never went, so I want to move on now. But staying in Queensland, Waleed, Sam Friday will play his 250th game this week, and today the great man reflected on his league journey.
I come to the club in 2002, November 2002, as a fat 17-year-old, and I'm a fat 31-year-old, and 250 games later.
Our careers are like mirrored each other almost.
Well, now for one of the most bizarre stories developing over the weekend. Sarah Connor and David Taylor were on holiday last week in Bali. Now they are charged with murder. Here is what we know so far.
Last Wednesday, Indonesian police officer Wayan Sudasa was found dead on Kuta Beach. He had 42 wounds to his body and was reportedly found next to a broken beer bottle. Accounts of what happened the night of the murder are both bizarre and contradictory. But that Australian mum Sarah Connor and her British boyfriend David Taylor were seen by witnesses on top of the policeman wrestling, and that a woman covered in blood was refused a taxi nearby. But according to the couple, they'd been drinking a beer on the beach when they realised that Sarah's bag was missing. After splitting up to certain, it's alleged that Sarah was sexually assaulted by Wayan, and that David, along with a number of passers-by, came to her aid, pulling the police officer off her.
Turning this matter into a high-profile case in sympathy for her will not necessarily help the defence.
Yesterday, the couple were formally charged with assault causing death and group assault. They face a possible 15 years in jail.
What I think that suggests is that they don't consider her to have been involved in a premeditated murder. Police may be looking at this as a killing arising out of, for example, a fight, an assault, a robbery or some other event on the beach.
According to police, blood matching the victim has been found at Sarah and David's hotel. Sarah's handbag was found at the scene and photos have surfaced of bite marks on Sarah. The couple spent today being further investigated by police.
We hope that before investigation we would like to ask her about what is the real story first.
It's such a bizarre story.
really weird.
I've been watching it unfold over the weekends. There has been an update this afternoon from Sarah's lawyer. Because bite marks that we saw there were that of the policeman. They were his bite marks. There was talk about the binoculars. So originally they'd said that there was speculation the officer was peeing on the couple as they were making out, and then police originally denied that. But now they're saying the binoculars that were found there were his, but there was no need for him to have binoculars while he at that point. So, I mean, it's so confusing.
But it feels like we've been here before, and I think that lawyer made a very good point in our package there, that we need to be extremely careful. We've got to let the Indonesian justice system run its course. If we make this another high-profile case about Australians being badly treated by the Indonesian system, it's going to play out very badly for these two. The emotion that gets involved. Remember Myron Sukumar and Andrew Chan, the Bali Nine. It's going to get very ugly for these two unless we let the Indonesians investigate it, and then we have to accept what they say.
I don't think we should be trying to solve this from here.
No.
But one thing I don't quite understand is the way the Indonesian police have responded to this. So this officer's now at a funeral. He was cremated.
Religious reasons
for
why
religious
that
reasons, I
happened
understand,
quickly.
And so now there were flags there. It was almost like a state funeral.
He was given an honoured funeral, yes.
And now they're talking posthumously about giving him a bravery award.
medal.
So can you do that when you're in the middle of an investigation?
I don't know. Do you know what still I find bizarre? Hearing that it's a 15 sentence for murder when we've been talking about life sentences and executions for drugs. I find
But
the whole
let's
thing
remember
so
that this woman's got 2 young children.
back here in Australia.
Yeah. Oh, just on that, by the way, her ex-husband will be giving a press conference on Wednesday, who has custody of those children. So we'll see what he has to say then. All right, we're going to a